How much does restaurant insurance cost? Well, this is going to depend on a lot of factors. What type of insurance policy are you talking about for that restaurant? What type of restaurant do you have? And how does the insurance company rate for that specific insurance policy? These are all things that we're going to talk about in today's video. Restaurant owners are busy. We all know that. So our goal is to simplify the insurance for you. Hi guys, Mike Crowley here with the Crowley Insurance Agency, where we make insurance easy with honesty and common sense. Restaurant owners need to carry a few specific insurance policies, and each one will be rated differently. So let's dive into each one individually and talk about how each one is rated. The main insurance policy that all businesses need is a business owner's insurance policy. A business owner's insurance policy is going to make up your general liability insurance, your property insurance. It's going to have loss of income, and for restaurants it's going to have, your refrigerated products and other, extensions of coverages that are very important to your business. Now, how this policy is rated, this depends on the insurance company that you're with. So there's a few different ways it can happen. If you have an insurance company that rates based off of gross sales, that's how this policy is rated for your liability exposure. The more sales you do, the more expensive the insurance policy is. Some insurance companies for restaurants will rate based off of square footage. This is the size of our restaurant. This is how much we cost, or how much the insurance costs. This way, there isn't fluctuation year in and year out as sales go up or down depending on how your business is doing. This keeps a flat rate, and it's easier for businesses to budget for their insurance. Now, that's how the general liability portion of the business owner's policy and the loss of income are going to be rated. But then you have the property aspect of that policy. Do you own the building that your restaurant's in, and is that building covered on this insurance policy? That'll significantly increase the rates. How much business personal property, equipment, inventory do you have inside the place that maybe you're renting? If you have a lot of furniture, if it's a large space, you're going to have a higher limit, which is going to be a higher insurance cost too. If you rent that space, but you did the build out before you started or opened your doors, how much did you put into the build out? How much did you put into the betterments and improvements of the building that you don't own, but you may be responsible for based on your lease agreement with the landlord? All these things would be wrapped into your business owner's policy to determine what's the best rates, what's the best insurance company, and how much this is going to cost for me. The other thing to make note is a refrigerated products coverage is not always to your property limit, your business personal property limit. There's sub-limits for refrigerated products. So make sure that if you carry a lot of inventory in some walk-in freezers or something along those lines, that you have enough coverage that in case there is an issue and you lose all that food, that you have enough to replace it. Now, the other main insurance policies that restaurants need include liquor liability. Are you operating a restaurant that has and serves alcohol? If you do, you need to add liquor liability. This is going to protect you in the event there's somebody is overserved and they happen to get into an accident or something when they leave your establishment and you're brought into a lawsuit. Workers' compensation in the state of New York and short-term disability and paid family leave. Anytime you have employees, you need to have these policies. These are going to be rated based off of payroll. How much payroll do you have? Both the workers' comp and the paid family leave is 100% off payroll. There'll be a fixed rate that for, the workers' comp can range from, 2% to 3%, give or take the insurance company. But it is, as your payroll goes up or as it increases, that's where your workers' comp rates will increase. Your short-term disability policy in New York is solely based off of the number of employees you have. Are they male or female? And there's a rate for each every given month that you have them on the books. Your short-term disability and your paid family leave policy will be one combo policy in the state of New York, and you pair that with your workers' comp when you are ready to hire employees. Both are fluctuating based off of how the business is doing. The more employees and the more payroll you have, the more those costs will increase. So a quick summary to review. As you can see, we talked about a business owner's insurance policy that includes your general liability, your property, your loss of income, and probably a whole bunch of other coverages that's going to help your business and your restaurant get back on its feet in the event there is a claim. We talked about your workers' compensation, your short-term disability, and your paid family leave. And we talked about liquor liability. These are the four insurance policies that are must-haves if you are opening and operating a restaurant. That doesn't mean that's the only insurance that you need. There's a few other policies that all restaurant owners should look into, or coverages that they should look into, depending on your situation. These include things like cyber liability coverage. How are you taking payments? Are you taking credit card payments? Are you taking payments online for online orders? How are things being processed, and what vendors are you using? EPLI coverage, protect you in the event a former employee sues you for wrongful termination. Or how about hired and non-owned auto liability? If you offer delivery aspects in your business, this is a must-have as well. There are lots of insurance coverages to protect your business. Hopefully this video gave you a summary of some of the main ones and how they are rated. You know, the theory is as your business grows, your insurance policies are going to grow. Whether it's your gross sales growing, your payroll growing, the number of employees you have is growing. All of this is very tied into your specific insurance policies, and that's where the rates go up. This is why insurance companies audit these policies on an annual basis. And so they are charging the actual amount. If you need help with your restaurant insurance, if you have questions regarding insurance in general, and you want to review or understand this stuff a little bit better, feel free to reach out. I'd be glad to help. We'd be glad to go through your policies to see how it's rated. Is your business owner policy and liability rated off of sales, or is it rated on a fixed square footage basis? We'll be able to determine what works best for you and your specific restaurant. Not all restaurants are the same, nor are all insurance policies the same. So feel free to reach out. Our team here at Crowley Insurance would be glad to help.